Welcome back to more Pokemon Light 2. So last time, we decided to try and take on the PWT. Yeah, not easy so far, but we did take on the Kanto and the Johto Gym leaders, so yeah. And this time, yeah, let's see if we can take on the Hoenn and the Sinnoh trainers today. It could take me a while, it could take not that long, we'll see. I don't mind if it's a short part though, because again, giving this more focus, I think is a really cool thing. So yeah, let's go for Hoenn. And yeah, let's use the same team once again. It's been working out decently well, except for when, you know, the opponent's fast use a Focus Blast, so yeah. Anyway, I have an interesting light up here, because yeah, Tay and Liza are actually not together here, so they battle separately. Same way, yeah, we got Liza to take on her. Yeah, you could very well see yourself buying both of them, so yeah. Man, this is pretty cool because, yeah, Hoenn didn't have a remake yet. The Mystic combination of Liza and Pokémon. So yeah, we actually get to see, you know, updated sprites stuff, which is really cool. I think also people thought that Gen 5 was going to have a Hoenn remake because, you know, Johto last Gen 3 had the Kanto remake, so yeah, it makes sense. I can make myself one with Pokemon. Can you beat this combination? Combination of me and my Pokemon. Yeah, we actually got lucky at that battle for once, so that's good. It looks like the Bonte Neo Pokemon were stronger, I can tell. But yeah, that's also just a really spine-tingling remix, that one. It sounds so upbeat, I really like it. Definitely a very interesting take, but anyway, Norman, Watson did beat Tate, and we're going up against Brawly, who we had Serena for, so yeah. That's good. Most likely, I think I'll just hard switch. I think that's what I want to do. So, yeah. It's Brawly, a big wave and flying. Stir up a new wave. So, yeah, let's get us a go. Pokemon battles are similar to how waves come in and out. I'm gonna see if you're the card trainer who can read that motion. Because it's gonna be, you know, Hariyama, so yeah, I definitely don't think I can one-shot it with High Dragons, so yeah. It really looks really cool in Gen 5, I must admit, so yeah. I think all of them do, to be honest, so yeah. So yeah, we got Hariyama here. Let's, like I said, hard switch into Serena this time. Because, yeah, again, I don't think we one-shot, so might as well play it safer. Yep, there's the close combat. Should be able to take that pretty good. And now, yeah, let's retaliate with nice fine gym effects. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is definitely not a bad Pokemon to use that against. So, yeah, there we go. Good. Next up, a Medicham. So, he's using a similar team to what he normally uses. That's cool. There's the Ice Punch, though. So, yeah. So unfortunately, Serena is not going to be suited in this battle, which is a lot of good thing because yeah, Medicham could. So yeah, let's see us. So I'm going to try retry her. And I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. And we are faster, good. So yeah. Let's hope this is a one-shot. Yep, Mage is kind of glass cannons. There we go. And this last is a Heracross. Good thing I don't have a choice scarf. Let's go with Flamethrower. No, it's Bossamus. That's not good. It could be choice scarf. So yeah. So yeah, we could see ourselves losing here once again, but that's okay. See a Lacey coming in now. I feel like this has to be Scarred. I guess we'll find out. Let's go for the Iron Head. It feels like it to me, so yeah, that's not great for us. So yeah, another loss on the second round. That's okay. Alright, I rode that big wave. It is what it is. That's just kind of how it goes. I'm gonna keep on riding that wave. Yes, I'm actually not looking up the teams. You could very well do so, and it's recommended, so yeah. I'm just trying to go off memory and what I'm seeing, basically, so yeah. But yeah, even if Fire Dragon had the choice scarf, I don't think it would have mattered too much in that battle, to be honest. I mean, maybe, but I think it still would have been difficult, so yeah. Anyway, let's give it another go. I don't need to show you the first battle, but I can show who it is at least, so yeah. Alright, let's give this another go. And you're up against Hoenn. Hoenn's going to be a very difficult opponent, so yeah. Yeah, we defeated Hoenn. Not an easy battle, but yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you said that before as well. No, yeah, Serena actually came in to help us out, so yeah. They were known to beat Roxanne somehow. Then beat Watson. We defeated Hoenn. And Norman beat Tate, so yeah. How are we gonna do here? Now, the problem here is that I don't actually have a setup boost, so yeah, that would be very good here. A man in pursuit of power, Norman shows us that strength. Yeah, Norman, depending on your team, could be a free win, so yeah. Good thing, yeah, we know what his lead does. I moved from Olivine Sea to Bilderberg Sea and became stronger. I'll use all that strength now, you better give your best shot too, so yeah. Riley came from Jodo, and then went to Hoenn. Makes a lot of sense. But anyway. Let's give Norman a go. He always looks great in this game too. Here comes the slacking. So yeah, let's yeah, I think I'll just go with Vitra here. I'll try the Dark Pulse, because why not? As he flinches, okay, yeah, he doesn't. Giga Impact should one-shot us, I think. And then, yeah, I'm probably gonna go for Serena once again, but I'll save my Flying Gem for later, so yeah. But again though, if you have a setup move, you might as well go for it. Like, if you have a Dragon Dance, yeah, it's probably game over for Norman, so yeah. I'll go for the Earthquake. He does have a Citrus Berry though, so yeah. So I think we're gonna have to go for it here, that's okay. He starts sweet though, because Saki's lost slow Pokemon. That's something that's good to remember. And there we go. Up next is a Zangoose. That's a pretty cool Pokemon to have. We'll try the Acrobatics here. He has a Rock Slide, alright, and he starts speeding us. Critical fail, unfortunately. But yeah, Zangoose is a Glass Cannon, so yeah, we should be able to get out there. And this last is a Kecleon. That's an interesting Pokemon to have. I'll go for... I think I'll go for Acro again. It's Fake Out, alright. Here's again, Kecleon's a bit of an awkward Pokemon to fight because, you know, it keeps changing its types, so yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's now a Flying type. And it has a Ganlon Berry, and it's skill swapping us. Interesting. Yes, I actually like my type, so yeah, that's not great for it to do that. But there we go. I can't believe I lost to you. Can I beat the final opponent? I don't think it's going to be easy once again, but we'll see. I'm going to redouble my train by taking on this tournament. It bothered me as a train to not eventually I lost to you. And we're going to be taking on Flannery. Interesting. Good thing I have Surf. Recently, a few times this train's got pop around Triple C. Here comes our Rohan. And here's Flannery. It's the one with fiery patch that burns. Flannery. Burn, baby, burn. The way to get the most out of the shrimp you and your Pokemon have acquired is not to push too hard and just be yourself. So I'll show you how to do that right now, okay? I'm not more confident Flannery in this game, it looks like, so yeah. Let's give this a go. I just think my people like Flannery a lot, yeah, design's also great in this game, but anyway, Torkoal, obviously. Let's try this Surf. Good thing we had that, because that's having a hardest thing attack against it, I think. It kind of depends. Yeah, that's good. And there's a Fire Gem, boosted Fire Blast. I was actually thinking it'd set the Sun, like, you know, her regular battle, but hey. I actually didn't do as much as I thought it would. And yeah, we'll go for the Surf there. Fire Blast, Fire Gem does kind of remind me of our Overheat strat from before as well, so yeah. Anyway, a Blaziken. Alright, let's go to Surf. Yeah, Speed Blaziken, nice. Because Blaziken's fast, but not that fast, so yeah. So there we go. And the last, a Houndoom. That's also a pretty cool Pokemon for our house, so yeah, we'll go for another Surf. It's plotting. But I think we can get it from here. So yeah, let's go for another Surf. And there we go. Features enough. Ah, I guess I was trying too hard. And there we go, with the Master of the whole region now, so yeah. Just sure reminds you of someone. You must have found many different people and learned good things from them every time, huh? Alright, one more to go. How are we gonna do? So you get another 2 PP. Once again, that's really nice. Alright, so yeah, Sinnoh lead us this time. So we're gonna go Vitra, Lacey, Serena. Win all the regional leader tournaments and be able to participate in the World Leaders Tournament and the Type Exit Tournament. Alright. And the stakes are high with this one. Alright, the Sinnoh Leaders Tournament single battle. So up against Fantina, who probably has another Gengar, but luckily the lead is not gonna be that, so yeah. The alluring soulful dance of Fantina, the strength is ever changing. You shall challenge me, yes, but I shall win. This is what the Jimmy the Hearthworm does, non? So yeah, I like this Battlefield 2 a lot. It has definitely a very different tone to Platinum, obviously, so yeah. But yeah, I completely forgot that Miss Marcus was the ace Pokemon in both Diamond Pearl and Platinum. That was a that was definitely a bad move on my part, but hey. Yeah, it's definitely mismade, so yeah. And yeah, we take out the Spiritomb too. She had all Sinnoh Ghost types that time. It's so fantastically strong. I know why I've lost. There's actually quite a few of them though. So yeah. And Rowan was definitely something I was not so good at. I'm dumbfounded. So very, very strong. Your Pokemon so strong. Your power is admirable. Anyway, Gardenia beat Rock. Byron beat he overcame his type weakness, alright. And Voltner won the type matchup. So yeah. We have 2 ground types for Voltner. Let's see what we can do. He does have Electivire though, and Electivire has good type coverage, so I probably don't want to switch it to the ground types just yet. The Shining Shocking Star Voltner, go all out. I mean, Electivire's not that well, so maybe I could get away with it. Interesting proposition, but anyway. The next opponent is you. I hope you're the trainer make me remember how fun it is to battle. I think I'm just gonna go for Vitra. You could Ice Punch me, you could use a Fire move, but I don't mind too much. Or Fire move, I should be saying. Yeah, Voltner looks cool. They don't look too different from Platinum, because obviously that was also a DS game, so yeah. I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, and we'll call it good right there, so yeah. But all my Pokemon has something to do in this battle, so yeah. So let's hope they can do well. So anyway, that's good. He has a... yeah, I thought he had Slack. That means a Brick Brick's going for me. That could actually be very bad, but we'll see, because he probably has speeds now. Yep, he does, so yeah. So the question is, who do I want to get weakened more? Probably Lucy, because I know he has Brick Brick, although he could definitely have Earthquake as the problem, so yeah. That's the thing about Electivire, you never know what kind of moves it has when you're fighting a blind like this, so yeah. But luckily though, it is Brick Brick, so yeah. And yeah, we take it. Now we're just gonna go for that nice Earthquake. I'm not looking too good, but let's see. Raichu comes out. Let's go for an Earthquake. And it's faster than me, that's not great. So the hope is that, yeah, Gliscor can tank the rest of the team. And yeah, Gliscor doesn't really have a Hellbound to use here because there's no real point to use the Blind Jump here, so yeah. Alright. Let's go for the nice Earthquake. It was a Focus Blast again, so maybe it's Choiced. Or maybe that is its strongest move, which I could see being possible. Anyway, I guess the Social Defense drop, obviously. Let's go for the Earthquake. I mean, getting kind of lucky. Focus Blast keep hitting me, I keep getting Social Defense drops on my end. But yeah, maybe I can overcome it. Electro, alright. Let's go for Earthquake. And it goes to Taunt, good. Yeah, we knew Electrode was outspeeding. It outspeeds basically everything, so yeah. And there we go, knock it out. Good. You got me beat. Your design and noble your Pokemon battle for you. I even felt thrilled during our match. That was a very good battle. Yep, I think I remember you saying that before as well. That was the most fun I've had in the battle since I don't know when. It was very exciting to know New York team will keep battling to greater heights. And it was actually a close battle compared to when we actually fought in Platinum, so yeah. Anyway, let's take on Byron, alright. Who loves Bastiodon, obviously. Recently, a few times the train's got popular around Triple City. Here comes around once again. The man with the steel body, Byron. In other words, the iron body man who loves Bastiodon. Sure, you're young just like some rock. With all young trying taking charge, the future Pokemon's bright. So as a war for young people, I'll take your challenge. And once again, it's kind of funny, yeah, we're playing another Steel-type trainer in the final round, so yeah. Alright, here he is. So, he was Vastodon, he leads Vastodon. So, I got Surf for it. I could switch because, you know, Vastodon doesn't really, you know, hit very hard on its own. I also picked the wrong move, but hey. Maybe I got the burn, just in case. There we go. Yeah, he sent up Stealth. That's cool. So yeah, let's go for the Surf. Luckily, yeah, my team isn't too bad against Stealth Rock, so yeah. There we go, Surf takes that, we get a nice Croaker here. And Aggron comes out. So yeah, let's go for the Surf here. It's kind of cool that he has Rock and Steel type Rock, I realize, because his son uses Rock types, so yeah. And yeah, that's a one-shot, he doesn't have Sturdy. Good. And his last is a Steelix. Another Steel type trainer using a Steelix, alright. We'll go for Flamethrower here. Yeah, again, because the achievement is only use one type, it can definitely, you know, sometimes it'll be a blowout on, you know, either end. So yeah, that's just how it goes. Anyway, he actually has a Passion Berry, that's cool. But yeah, there you go. We did it. Your sturdy, my sturdy Pokemon defeated. And we won. We conquered them all. So yeah, but there is something waiting for us though, that's next shot. Wow, you're strong enough to take down my prize team of Pokemon. I recognize your power. Please show your Pokemon to other trainers too. Alrighty then. Rats and win the Sinnoh tournament. Rats was all victory will be all battle points. There you go, 2 VP. Now plays in the World Leas tournament and the Type Expert tournament. So how these work is Type Expert, you have to use Pokemon of all the same type and you'll be fine that type. So yeah, team building can be very interesting here. You need to think about, you know, what Pokemon beats its own type. Like, Gliscor's not too bad against, you know, ground type, for example. It's immune to ground type moves. And they are going to carry those, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, be careful if you're going to do ground though, because yeah, as you probably said, they're probably going to bring sand with power bombs and stuff like that. So you need to be very careful of that. Because if they have a sand rush extra on the back waiting, yeah, you're going to have a tough time. So yeah, that's one example. Of course, the water team is probably going to use rain, a fire team is probably going to use sun. You know, just anything about stuff like that, basically. So yeah. And then World Leaders, also, yeah, the teams that I use for both of these have been updated once again. Like, these are pretty good teams. They're pretty good against my Pokemon. These ones, though, they're the next level up. So, yeah. And then World Leaders, you fight against all the gym leaders. They can all appear here. So, yeah. I'll give it a go, but I don't think we're going to get very far, because their teams are that good. So, yeah. But I'll show it just because. Yes, yeah, this is what we're changing the Pokemon for, if I'm doing that, so yeah. Anyway, we're up against Faulkner, alright. I still think they they still lead with that ace Pokemon thing. The other lost a flying type over, Vulcan's touching down. So we'll probably still see Pidgeot, but the rest of this team though, yeah, that's gonna be a different story. I'll show you the real power of the Magnificent Bird Pokemon. At least I got to hit this. I feel like this is my favorite remix, to be honest, so yeah. Anyway, Pidgeot, obviously. And yeah, the Hellhounds are also going to be more annoying as well, yeah. I think I'm going to see more like Focus Sashes and stuff like that, so yeah. Anyway, we got Speed the Pidgeot, that's good. And yeah, we do quite well. Anyway, double team, that's fun to see. So yeah, hopefully you can take it out. And we do. Good. Yeah, Pidgeot, nice. Next up, a Honchkrow. That's a pretty cool Pokemon for that, I must admit. I'll give another try and pulse here. He's fast and uses Brave Bird, oh boy. That definitely means that thing's scarfed. But it doesn't one-shot, so that's good. And Honchkrow does the best defense in the world, so yeah. Yeah, it has to be Skull. Honchkrow's not that fast, so yeah. And a Swallow. Probably a Gut Swallow. So yeah, we'll go no Drum Pulse. It's fastness, I can guarantee that. But it can't hurt Steel-type Pokemon that well, I think that's what I'm gonna go for here. I mean, I could also save... you know what, yeah, let's use Swan, let's use Lisa. And also, you can't just, you know, I mean, it's like before, like, yeah, you're gonna be finding, like, they're still gonna use the same type, but yeah. There's definitely gonna be quite a large variety, anyway. And yeah, Facade hurts like hell because its Guts boosted, but there you go. He actually won a battle, not bad. I understand that battle briefly. Yeah, Voltna, yeah. Is this what they call raw power? A great victory for 2 Pokemon left. The VSC, you're strong indeed. I'm gonna train hard on my Pokemon and become the greatest Berkeeper. Yeah, I feel like to say that Voltna should have like a knockdown or something like that. I don't know how I feel about that, but I never see why people think that. I'm gonna never see why people think that, because yeah, Pidgeotto seems like kind of a lame lead when it's a Kanto Pokemon. Anyway. Brock. He's a rock type Pokemon. My team's actually good against that, so rock type Pokemon trainer Brock is ready to rock. So I find it'll be very funny if we fight rock type because that means all the trainers are first gym leaders. So yeah. I'm Brock, I'm actually a rock type Pokemon. Defense is rock hard. So what's his remix team like? Let's find out. Yeah, basically, yeah, they're gonna use the best Pokemon of each type. Anyway, Onyx. yeah. Just like Clark Gold, yeah, he doesn't upgrade his Onyx because, yeah, that's just the kind of person he is, so yeah. I don't think it has like the Eviolite or something like that, though, so yeah. He's trying to make it work as best he can. But I mean, he's got Steady, and he tries to go with Stone Edge. I was accepting something a lot less than that, to be honest, because, you know, Onyx doesn't have a very good attack stats, so yeah. But I am worried about the rest of his team. Because he's Teratot. Alright. So yeah, now the good thing is I can definitely, you know, take advantage of my Sand. My Pokemon really liking the Sand, so yeah. Because you have Sand Veil and the other one's Sand Force, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, you're not hitting that. Let's go Earthquake. Yeah, now we're talking about the best Pokemon of each type. That's an actual aim. He does hit the Ice Punch, unfortunately. Not bad coverage for to have. And yeah, I think I'll go Lacey, why not? Actually, yeah, the Sandvale didn't really help us that, okay? We'll go for Iron Head and knock it out. There you go. And his last is a Golden, alright. He does get the Sand boost, but yeah, I think his Rock Head's steady, so yeah. Go for another Iron Head, try to go for the flinch. And yeah, that's it. It doesn't have steady. There you go. Your Pokemon's powerful attacks overcame my rock hard resistance. You're stronger than I expected. Take the Boulder Badge in battle because yeah, that's something that can happen. Let's go raw power. Great victory. 2 Pokemon left. Again. I really enjoyed the battle with you. Still, the world is huge. Can't believe you got past our rock hard defense. Alright. So, are we gonna have... Yeah, actually, that's very funny how that worked out. Recently, a few times a time, come pop around Driftveil City. Here comes Outrun. Oh, they're really upping the pyrotechnics now, so yeah. The rock-loving, honest student Roxanne fight with youthful joy. I apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle, but you can't demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty sure Probass is the lead, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm probably gonna go into Serena, I think, immediately. I really like what they did with Roxanne this game, she looks so cool. Anyway, Probass. Because Provost likes to set things up like Stealth Rock, Underwave, stuff like that. So, Air Balloon, alright. I'm fine with that. I'll just go to Serena. We can just, break the Air Balloon with a Rock Slide and then, go from there. Maybe Power Drum. That could actually hurt a little bit. Yeah, it hurt a little bit, so yeah, let's go for Rock Slide. It actually hurts, so that's good. There goes the Air Balloon, here's another Power Drum. So you're just going straight for damage, alright. Not what I was expecting, but that's okay. Let's go the Earthquake. And that should be good. Coming out next, a Caracosta. That's a pretty cool Pokemon to have. Let's go Earthquake. I know I say that a lot, but yeah, it is actually true. I really like what Pokemon they're showcasing here. Anyway, it has the Aqua Jet here. So yeah, I feel like my best bet here is Vitra once again. This could be a very close battle actually, because yeah, this Caracosta could be very scary. So yeah, I'm not going to take my chance against it. Let's go to Dragon Pulse. And it does have Steady, good. Oh, Mulder is a lost. So we'll go for the Surf on it. And there we go. We did it. We beat the world leaders. So I lost. I think we got lucky with the trainers we got, so yeah. It seems I still have much more to learn. I'll participate in the tournament again. Will he be my opponent then as well? So there we go. And that should give us some good PP for doing that. I'm winning the World Leaders tournament. As was like, very reward battle points. Yeah, 6 PP. That's pretty good. Let's share this news. To be able to participate in the Champions Tournament after you win the World Leaders Tournament a certain number of times. 9 more, yeah. That's why I kind of want the Eevee Train. Well, I want to say Eevee Train. That's why I want the Gen Pokemon. Anyway, this light up was interesting. As long as I love the ambitions, I can fly as hard as I want. Keep flying and aiming high, just like you. You're flawless. You're a role model for trainers. The way you battle makes it hard to put it any other way. I don't understand why you won. I want to learn even more about you. Awesome, that was a really great battle. I compliment you on your victory. Again, we still probably don't have enough of the Choice Scarf. Let's have a look. But yeah, definitely feeling it though. It could be nice. But yeah, they have that Champions one though. Yeah, like I said, I think the Gen Pokemon is what we're gonna need. Or, something a bit more bespoke. It doesn't have to be Gen Pokemon, but I feel like that's what's gonna be. So yeah. So yeah, let's get... First off, let's get Flyback. Surf was useful, so yeah, it was a good thing I had it. Of course, this team could go to even further heights. We didn't use the best Helldowns we could, so yeah. That's not where we need to go. We want to go here. Sort by number just in case. Let's use Fly. And then yeah, let's take up the Flying Jump. So there we go. Yeah, we saw a lot of Vitra there. That's one reason. That's another reason to get Vitra, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, with that done though, I'm just gonna go back to Nubasa because yeah, this is the end of this recording session. So next time on Pokemon White 2, we're gonna be checking out another attraction in Driftveil City, the Clay Tunnel. And I have an interesting topic to talk about while we do that. So yeah. But yeah, that was awesome. We actually be a World Beast tournament with this team. So yeah, not something I was expecting, but hey. And the team is very good though. Like Hydreigon and Extra are like 2 of the best Pokemon introduced in this generation, and Gliscor, yeah, Gliscor speaks for itself with that good type, so yeah. But anyway. With that done though, yeah, like I said, next time I think I'm gonna check out the Clay Tunnels. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll see you guys again for that.